Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Bastian, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about independent learning, specifically about how independent learning can help closing the gap, whether we're talking about economic disparities, political influence, or gender or racial inequality. Now, to me, this is personal learning is very personal because it's actually one of the main reasons I decided to attend Ashbury College and Ashbury Boarding. I didn't come here for the IB program or the nice campus because my old school, believe it or not, had all of those things. And obviously, I had a lot to lose coming here because now my hometown, my friends, my family are at best a 9 hour flight away, which is a lot. And yet, I've decided to come here. Why is that? It's because independent learning is a journey that never ends. It's what you do when you follow your passions, whether that's basketball, music, coding, whatever. Um, and it has a variety of really amazing benefits, such as access to new opportunities that you may have never thought possible before. I've already had some amazing opportunities here that I never thought possible before. It'll most definitely increase your confidence and self-esteem while costing you nothing but your own commitment and perseverance. Even better, you don't have to rely on others or their money to get those opportunities because it's independent learning. It's accessible to everyone, which is why I think independent learning should be one of the main focus points when trying to close any gap, and is one of the best investments teenagers from our generation can make. Now, what do I mean by independent learning? To me, the term refers to any skill we teach ourselves without any authority figure forcing us to do so. So, authority figures would be teachers, tutors, or parents. In other words, it's what we do when we pursue our own interests, which you might say that's easy because I love soccer. I play soccer for the school team, and when I'm done playing soccer for the school team, I go home and I watch soccer on the TV. I do independent learning all day long. And that could be right, but that really depends on how you approach playing soccer. Because it is only independent learning when once you're in a game, you really analyze every single step you take. You try to improve your shooting. And then when you get home and watch soccer on the TV, you compare those skills of the professional soccer players to your own skills. You compare their passing, you compare their movements, and really try to improve every single step that you take. So it's not that easy because independent learning is the conscious effort to become the best version of yourself and to find new challenges once you reach a plateau. Can you see why I'm attending Ashbury College right now? It's because even though I was comfortable with my old environment, I needed to meet new people and a different culture and these new experiences that really shape me now to grow. That might not be the same for everyone. I'm not saying that everyone has to go to a different school, to a different country overseas to become an independent learner. That's different for everyone. You're independent. You have to decide that for yourself. It might just be enough to talk to strangers on the subway or just join a club like that's further away from your school, like outside of your community. But what all independent learners have in common is that they seek opportunities wherever possible, even if they may be uncomfortable at first. And that is crucial because we can try to force equality and get companies and governments to make the right laws for us. But in order for them to do so, everyone has to be the best version of themselves. Now, none of what I said so far should be particularly surprising because for years, summer camps have been marketed to parents as being able to deliver their child to those Ivy Leagues that are highly desirable, often costing thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to get there. And it is true that in today's world, if you want to go to a really good college, you need more than just academic grades and academic success. You need something that makes you stand out. But more than anything, these colleges are looking for independent individuals, the future leaders of our country that don't need a tutor to tell them what to do. Because if you think about it, if you want to be a boss, you can't have someone tell you what to do. You need to be independent and tell people what to do, which is why it's crucial that you're independent. And if you think about it, summer prep is just another authority figure that really tells you what to do, and it's a rebrand of the hierarchical learning that we're used to from school. It's not building independent leaders. Now, you might say, this is all great, independent learning sounds good, but that's too difficult. I can't do that. And it is true that there was a time when independent learning was difficult, and that was the generation of our parents. If you wanted to learn something new just 40 years ago, what you would do is probably you would either ask a friend or you'd read about it in probably outdated or boring or both book or books. Independent learning was actually hard. Take bodybuilding, for example. If you wanted to learn bodybuilding or just getting fit 40 years ago, what you would do, probably, if you're anything like me, you'd go to the gym, find the most jacked guy or girl, and copy exactly what they're doing. And that would work for maybe 2 weeks until you injure your lower back by not having the right technique when deadlifting. Independent learning was hard, but we need to realize that today, in an age of online magazines and YouTube, high quality content and well-researched scientific information are often just a few clicks away. Even better, they're usually free or the price of a Starbucks coffee. Coming back to bodybuilding, if you want to learn how to get fit today, you can have a look at hundreds of independent studies showing you exactly what's right for you, for your type of body, for what you want to achieve. You have this scientific evidence with a lot of samples. Or if you don't want to look at studies, you can just pick a host and have them explain to you how to do deadlifts wherever you want, anywhere, anytime, on your toilet. It's really not that hard. If you want to learn coding, you can sign up for a bootcamp, probably for free, and have your website up within a few weeks. Digitalization has given our generation all the tools we need at our fingertips, and colleges will increasingly expect us to use them. Can you see how this helps closing the gap? For the first time in history, we don't need governments or corporations to tell us what to do and to make the right laws for us. We don't need wealthy parents to send us to a summer camp, and we don't need private school to learn calculus. All we need to do is meet new people and challenge ourselves. Now, of course, I'm not saying that it wouldn't be great if everyone had the same access to opportunities and if everyone could go to a private school. That's still desirable, but I'm saying we don't need that anymore to build highly skilled, highly independent individuals. All we need is a smartphone with internet access, which, according to recent studies, 98% of Canadian teenagers do. So, in conclusion, the answer to closing the gap may be a little bit uncomfortable. It's because we don't have anyone to blame. We can't blame governments or corporations or laws. We have to go out ourselves and take initiative to become our best version. Try to improve your skill, not just on every new year, but with every day, with every step you take, and keep questioning if there's anything you can do to become better. Don't be scared or embarrassed because you may not be great at what you're trying at first, but rather try to find the things you love and get great at them so you'll stand out in your college application. Especially in times of COVID, when we spend a lot of time in front of our screens or at home, I think this is one of the best investments you can make. Thank you.